This is a walkthrough of a problem with drops to milliliter conversions. There aren't many SIG codes, but I figured that this would be a good problem to go through since there are extra steps to solve the problem. Pharmacy math isn't unusual, but you'll need to know the SIG codes and conversions. Some problems might be more straightforward than this. I like how one of the professors said that to stop inventing math to the class. And those are, it's for instances where you work through a problem and it seemed more straightforward than what you were expecting, and that's where you halt it. Although this has extra steps, math can be easy, and so I'm hoping that this might be helpful. The SIG is 1 Gtt in the affected eyes twice daily. Dispense 1 bottle, 15 milliliters. How many days will this medication last? Assume both eyes are being treated. So 1 Gtt, the Gtt is the SIG code drop in the affected eyes twice daily. So we'll assume that both eyes are being treated. We'll also assume that the patient will need the max amount that we could give them. You don't want to short them and then they run out. So that'll be 4 drops. In this area, I have the conversions. You'll mainly hear about the conversion. 20 drops is equivalent to 1 milliliter. You could also remember 1 drop is equivalent to 0.05 milliliters. But to get to that, you could do the amount. So you'll do maybe 1 drop. That's not what they're going to take, but 1 drop divided by 20 drops is equivalent to 0.05. And same goes for what they're taking, 4 drops. So 4 divided by 20 is 0.2. And you can see a pattern. So that's a reason why it could be a good conversion to remember, because 2 drops would be equivalent to 0.1 milliliters, 3 drops would be 0.15 milliliters, and 4 drops 0.2 milliliters. So 0.2 isn't going to change the value. If you put like a 0 at the end, 0.20, it'll stay the same value. And now that the conversions are covered, you could write out the proportions. So you'll use the rules for the proportions. Not all rules apply to different formats. So for reading it across, 4 drops is equals to X. You'll have to find what X is for the problem, what you're solving for. You'll have to match up the units of measurement. If they're not the same, the answer won't be correct. And then you can read it this way too: 4 drops over 0.2 milliliters, because that conversion, that's the equivalency. 4 drops is equal to 0.2 milliliters. And then the 15 milliliters is what is being dispensed, and solving for how many drops are in 15 milliliters in that 1 bottle. So 4 drops times 15 milliliters equals 60. Then 60 divided by 0.2 for the cross multiply and divide. You'll get 300 drops per 15 ml. So now it is like that's solved for X. So 300 drops per 15 ml. And then we'll divide that because you'll see how many days it'll last. So full bottle, 300 drops divided by 4 drops, since the patient will assumably be taking 4 drops per day. That will equal the 75 days.